Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Garfield's house. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button if you really do like it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. But without any further ado, let's get started. So just before we get started everybody, here are all of the materials that we will need to make our house. Please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. The amount of space required to make the house is a 28 by 34 block area as represented by the white concrete grid on the ground, which you are more than welcome to make if you do feel as though it will help you out. And that's it. Pause the video if you have to, make sure that you got all that stuff, make sure you've got enough room to make it, and once you're ready, we can begin. Step 1, my cartoon slash movie slash fun house building friends. Come all the way over to the front left hand corner of your grid, if you've made it. Count to the right of this corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then inwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is where we're going to start this off. Place 4 birch planks on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go to the right by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Join all the way down to the ground, but also take that block and extend it backwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. Extend to the right by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we want to do two things. Number 1, we want to extend down to the ground. We'll be coming back to that block later. And number 2, we want to extend that block backwards by 2. 1, 2. And also upwards by 2. 1, 2. So that will leave us with a shape that should look kind of like a lightning bolt. We want to take the block that hit the ground and we want to extend it backwards. We want to extend it backwards by 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We then want to extend that 15th block upwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We then want to extend it to the right across the build by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To which you can then, if you like, extend down to the ground. Is that the right block? No, it's the one in front of it. There we go. Extend it down to the ground. But we also want to take that 7th block and extend it forwards by 2. 1, 2. And you can, if you like, extend that block to the ground as well. We then want to extend that 2nd block to the right by 10, although you don't really have to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reason being you don't really have to count it is because you will be able to simply join it all the way to the front of the build. So you'll actually be able to literally just it'll go all the way to the front. Now, you don't actually want to stack it directly on top of the build like you don't want to put it here, but you do want to connect it like this diagonally. And it's actually funny that it does connect there diagonally, because what we want to do is we want to take this block that is just up and behind this block here, and we want to extend it to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. We want to extend that block upwards by 2. 1, 2. We want to extend the block upwards on the left by 2 as well. 1, 2. We want to place a bit of glass in between them. That's going to be white stained glass pane. And we also want to place a couple of birchwood planks on top of the glass. So we want to have something which should look like this. In addition to that, we also want to do the same thing to the right side as well. So here we want to start in the equivalent position, which is, just here on the right, just one block inwards from behind. We want to place a birch plank. Left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Extend both sides upwards each by 2. Fill the middle in with glass. Should be fairly simple, hopefully. And then place some birchwood planks on top. So we will end up with something that should look exactly like that. So that is looking pretty good. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to add a little bit of framework for the roof. And the roof is actually quite easy to make. We're going to begin by grabbing the dark oak wood slabs and we're going to come to the upper left hand side of the build. We want to place a dark oak wood slab hanging off of the front of the build like this, just like the top front corner. We want to extend the slab outwards And then we want to start extending that outward slab like in, up, in, up, in, and up. Now, we're going to extend it a little bit. We're going to keep extending until we have cleared the top of the windows. But what's important is that we do this in equal measure with the back of the build. Before the back of the build, we just have to modify it a little bit. We want to add a row of birchwood planks directly underneath the top of the back part of the build here, and we just want to shave off one row of the birchwood planks like this. We then want to do the same thing. We want to add a dark oak wood slab here hanging off the back corner of the build, extend the slab outwards, and then like in, up, in, up, in, up, so on and so forth. Now, the point of this is that these are going to join together at some point, and it doesn't require any counting. It just requires a little bit of messing about until eventually they will join together. They will join nice and equally in a point like this. And what also has to happen is we have to fill in underneath the roof like this. So we're just going to fill this area in using some birchwood planks like this. We also have to fill the lower part in too. The entire left hand side of the build is pretty much just going to be birchwood planks like so. Just like this. Now that we've done that, we're going to flip to the back of the build a little bit. And on the back of the build, we want to add 2 windows. We want to place 2 upside down birchwood stairs, extending inwards from both sides of the build on the back. We want to join them together using birchwood planks, and we want to join the birchwood planks to the top of the build. And then we just want to fill the windows in using white stained glass pane, like so. We want to fill this little crevice in here using some birchwood planks just to the left. We want to add another window, so we're going to add a vertical row of birch planks, 2 upside down birchwood stairs, and then birchwood planks on the opposite side. And we want to add birchwood planks to the underneath of the top of the build here, and then we're able to add a little bit of white stained glass pane. This here is supposed to be a back door, so we're going to fill inside of this using oak wood planks. This isn't a functional door unless you want it to be one, and then we're going to place a button in the middle left so it just looks like a door handle. Alternatively, you can actually also turn it into a proper door if you like, so that's up to you whether you want to do that or not. So what we would then want to do is extend the bottom of the roof across the build here. The bottom of the roof, of course, from that side, it wants to extend all the way here. And it wants to overhang this side of the build. So you can see it's overhanging this side of the build by 1. And we are just going to build up the roof enough on this side that it is going to join the middle of the roof on the opposite side, meaning, so this is the top of the roof on this side, we're going to extend it across, and oh perfect, we just about did it, and we want to just join it all together like this. And we're actually going to do the back part of the roof. What I mean by that is do the back part of the roof. We're just going to join it across together like this. It's actually a little bit easier. Oh, just have to destroy that block there, but that's perfectly fine. We'll turn that into a solid plank. It's actually a lot better if you do also have access to some dark oak wood planks as well. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have included those in the old inventory, but it only really affects the inside, and it's just easier to build with the planks as well. This roof, it works out to be that every other row, like this one here, is like a birch plank block, and you can just place that, which is just a little bit easier. But it's no big deal if you just simply use slabs. It just sometimes gets a little bit messy, and they can be hard to place depending upon what platform you're on. Actually, to be honest, console's probably easier to place them, I would imagine. Then again, I guess it would be a little bit more easier to be precise with a mouse and keyboard. But regardless, that's this side of the house. That's pretty much done. The back part of the house as well is pretty much done. This side of the house needs a little bit of work. So, why is this part of the house a little bit different? We want to fill in this area on the front right-hand side of the house. This is where the garage is. We want to extend these two rows of birchwood planks across, and we want to join it to the window that we have on the front of the house. So, we want to have something which should look like this, right? Now, this is important because above the garage, above the car hole, we want to have a row of dark oak wood slabs here, extending across the top of the garage. We want to then extend the dark oak wood slabs upwards and backwards, the same as we did for all of the other roofs, but it's basically just a little mini roof here. So we don't actually want that roof there to join all the way down to here, if that makes sense. We also want to build the side of the garage as well, more so the interior side. We just want to build that up a little bit. We're actually going to add an extra row of frame inside the garage using the birchwood planks. The reason being is because once you kind of have that figured out, we're going to add another row of vertical birchwood planks here to kind of frame where the garage door would be, and we're going to place dark oak wood stairs inwards and behind the frame, just one row, with a white stained glass block right in the middle, and that is just going to be the door, which is looking pretty good. Now that we've done the door here, we actually have to focus on the roof for the two little windows a little bit. This is quite easy because it's actually just a dark oak wood stairs, like this. Just kind of like thrown on the sides of the windows here. The dark oak wood stairs are going to overhang the front of the windows just by one row. And we're going to have the upside down dark oak wood stairs like this. We want that on both sides. The windows are almost touching each other, or the roofs of the windows, I should say, are almost touching each other, and that is perfectly fine. That's how it should be. Boom. Boom. We're placing the upside down stairs, and the reason that we have done that is because all of this has to be connected together. It's actually a little bit tricky, really. So we are going to join the middle part of the roof on the right hand side. We're going to join it down. We're going to use, of course, our dark oak wood slabs. We want to extend down and forwards. They will eventually reach this position. So it's not actually like touching the birchwood planks that we have here just above like the mini roof. We want to extend the dark oak wood slabs across like so. So you can see there's a little bit of a gap. We're going to extend the dark oak wood stairs backwards. Oh, my bad. We're going to extend the dark oak wood stairs backwards like this, and the dark oak wood stairs will just join directly to the slabs. So all of the stairs are going to extend backwards a little bit. We'll extend the dark oak wood stairs a little bit back, but it's going to be a bit problematic. This is what you're just going to have to kind of like take it as it goes and just place your slabs across and join it to these stairs. And you're just going to have to see how it connects together to see whether you'll need more stairs. Oh, that actually works quite nicely. To see whether you need more stairs or whether you need more slabs. So in this instance, you'll just need like another stair, and then that's as high as the stairs go, and then you can just extend these slabs across. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense to you. So like, as you're kind of like working out the stairs and stuff, so like here, I guess. So let's tackle this side. So like this stair, obviously, we're just going to extend backwards, and that will join to the roof like that. But you might want to destroy the slab and have it be a stair. And then this stair will get extended backwards, and once again, like, do you want to turn it into like a sideways stair, and then maybe destroy this, and then have it kind of like join like that? Like, you're gonna just have to see how it looks like, if you like it, pretty much. So like here as well, or do you even want the stairs to extend across and around, or do you want the stairs just to extend backwards, kind of like that? And do you want the dark oak wood planks and slabs to envelop them? You know, it's again, you're just gonna have to kind of What are we doing? We're just going to kind of have to see how it goes. I think that looks pretty good. I think that it's better to not let the stairs run rampant and kind of like just have them extend backwards and don't have them extend to the side. I think is probably what we're going to have to do. But something that we also have to join together, and we are getting quite a good grasp on this really. We're going to extend the dark oak wood slabs across the top of the front of the building, and these slabs are of course going to extend up and backwards, and these also have to join like this, so kind of like to where the little garage roof is. And we also want to have the dark oak wood slabs fit in between these two windows, so it would be better if we could add a bit of frame to the windows, a few rows, and also it looks like we have to do that to the sides. Already done it that side, I guess. We're going to extend these birchwood planks backwards. Probably you only have to do about 2 rows, and then we will want to have a layer of dark oak wood slabs that just ascend half a row at a time, so maybe we do have to add a little bit more. They'll just have to go up half a row at a time, just kind of like the side roof will. Okay, alright. How many more? So, like here, like this, and eventually it will join to the actual roof. So, of course, we also want to have these stairs extend as well. As we're doing it, the inside stairs like this. So as you can see, it's a little bit tricky. It's just a little bit of a balancing act of where of how these all join together. The middle bit is a little bit of a it's not I was going to say the word mess, but it's not a mess. They have to also join together as well. So we'll just have the rows of we'll turn these into solid dark oak plank blocks. So just behind this bit of stairs here, and then join, and then join like that. So if you make it so that the stairs only travel backwards and they don't really interfere elsewhere, then you'll end up with a pretty cool roof. That's a bit tricky. That's actually one of the trickier roofs that I've made, but I believe that that's a large part of the house actually done. Once the roof's done, it doesn't seem so bad. The right side of the house, completely forgot about this. This almost all we're gonna fill it all in, but there is actually a small window on this side of the house that I could see. That's actually got a garbage can or a bin, or whatever you want to call it, on this side of the house as well. A place where you throw stuff that you don't want anymore. So, here, perfect. So on this right side of the house, if you come all the way to the back right hand corner and you count inwards 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then up, destroy, fill in with glass. Just a small little window, but the small details do make quite a big difference. In terms of structure of the house, we've just got to focus now on the front. Funnily we usually do this right at the beginning. It's funny how it's managed to last this long. On the front of the house, we want to have 2 rows of 2 upside down birchwood stairs extending inwards from both sides of the build. They're going to have birchwood planks vertically on both sides. We're going to fill the insides of the windows in using some white stained glass pane, and there also has to be a door. The door is going to be made with 2 rows of vertical oak wood planks inside the left and right side. We're going to join them together at the top using white glass with an oak door in the center, and we're just going to give it a door handle, which is going to be a birch button on the left side of the door, like that. So quite easy to make. All we have to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we've basically just got to make like, kind of like the lawn, and we've just got to give it like a fence and stuff. So we're actually going to be using some smooth stone, lime terracotta, green concrete, no, my bad, lime terracotta, green concrete, grey concrete, and cauldrons. So, underneath the front 2 windows, we're going to place some green concrete. That's on the left and right side. We're going to have a pathway that equals the width of the actual entrance to the house. This is made out of smooth stone, like this. It's going to lead all the way to the outer boundary. We are going to have 2 rows of pavement on the front of the build, this is going to be filled in using some smooth stone. And I do realize that I have destroyed some pre-existing smooth stone. Doesn't really matter. So like this. Well, like this. I'm going to place a fence. Now, I do need the dark oak wood planks for the fence, so I wish I would have grabbed them earlier. It would have made the roof a bit simpler too. The fence is just going to be just a 1 row high dark oak wood planks, basically going all the way around the outer boundary. The only part that it doesn't really mess with is the pavement on the front of the house. So it just basically a fence that looks like this. There's a driveway. The driveway is the width of the garage from birch plank to birch plank. This is going to be made out of grey concrete, like this. Although we're not going to fill that in just yet. We'll do that a bit later off recording because it will take a while. And last but not least, we want to have a, basically, I don't know what to call it, just like a big giant pathway that leads all the way. It's just right of the driveway. It's going to be made out of smooth stone, and this entire area that I'm kind of like outlining now, so the area between here and here, all of this is going to be filled in with smooth stone, leading you to the back door. So what I'm going to be doing is, oh, and also small detail, very small detail, garbage can underneath this window on the right. That's just a cauldron. Driveway will be filled in with grey concrete. This pathway here will all be smooth stone. And everywhere else will be lime terracotta. And once all of that has been filled in, ladies and gentlemen, we will have actually completed the house. Wow, I'm going to do all of that off recording because it'll actually be a little bit tedious. I think that you guys will manage to make it without watching me destroy it all and just replace it. And I'll be back once it's done. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is what your house will look like once it has been 100% fully completed. As you can see, all of the grass has been dug up and replaced with lime terracotta. We have dug up all of the pathway to the right, the pavement, the pathway to the front of the house, and we have also done the drive as well, which pretty much means that this house has been built. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please do remember to like the video if you did indeed enjoy this tutorial. If you are new around here, please subscribe to the channel and click that little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. And if you want to make anything else by me, we have a weird variety of stuff on this channel. Check out the card system, description below, and the top of the comment section. Not only do we make more cartoon houses, but we make statues and just weird stuff. You'll see, we make weird stuff here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.